All right, hi, what a glory here. Addis Paul Slackis. I'm speaking to my good friend Dame Munni. Irone, hi, Dame Munni, how are you?
Thank you for having me today. And it's really, really nice seeing you. It's been so long. I missed you, so I'm here today.
I miss you too. And I would make the heart sign like you love to do. How do you do that heart sign? You're the queen of the heart sign, and you're one of the queens of doing good in the world. Tell us, I hear good news. You have a new book. Tell us about it.
Yes, I have a book called Get Balance.
Get Balance,
This
okay?
book is about me, how I kept myself centered. I don't want to teach people what to do. Few areas of the book I did because I have a lot of youth, because I have Worldwide Youth Congress. I have like 3,000 youth there. So I'm addressing to them in my heart. So this book is about spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, and professional well-being. I'm a good balance between the spirituality and the world. Look, I live in two luxury homes. I live with the elites. How do I keep myself centered? See? And this is why people at my position, a lot of them lose their calm, they lose themselves, they become somebody else, drug addiction. I never had to go there because I'm naturally shy.
Okay.
Do that.
So what are some of the things you do to be naturally high?
Number one is I started Qigong meditation when I was 7.
7?
So I've been practicing for a long time. It keeps me centered every time there's a negative energy, always going to come in every one of our lives. There's no way you can get away. I talked about impossible people, how to deal with them, how to be successful in marriage. It all depends on me though. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It's my story. In order to keep oneself centered, like me, what did I do? Like my husband, he was the love of my life. We had wonderful life together. And my first husband was abusive. So my second husband was perfect love of my life. So when he went into transition, everybody thought I'm going to go crazy. So I went in silence for 48 hours, maybe more. I just stayed silent. And in my silence, I had to heal me. So I made the transition easy on my children too. So nobody had to go through depression. Transition is a beautiful thing because I've gone there when I was 9 years old. So the book is about how I kept myself centered through the whole time. When I was 9, I died for 4 minutes and I came back to my body. But at that moment when I was somewhere, I don't know where I was, but there was no pain and suffering. And I was looking at myself down here, but I didn't know it was me either. I didn't know it was my body, and no idea. I saw my family. I didn't know that was my family either. But when I came back to my body, I was in excruciating pain. So the doctor was telling my family that there's no hope for me. And I opened my eyes. I said, Lord is my best friend. And I don't care what you said. And I just closed my eyes. I said, Lord, give me a second life and I will serve your planet. And this is what exactly I'm doing right now, serving the planet, doing things I never thought I would do. And
Well,
amazing
and you're
things
doing them beautifully.
open.
And you're doing them beautifully. Tell us about the table. Give us some idea of how you broke, you know, the book up and what kind of table of contents. What's it like?
You know, on the book, I started with the spirituality, the importance of it. See, there are two things. We have a body and we have a soul. The body is just like all of this stuff is made with matter. So body is also made with matter. So it must decompose and die just like anything else has to die. But then there's a soul that exists in us. So the food for the soul is very important. If that soul is satisfied, then your heart energy is stronger. That means then the brain function is stronger and the body functions are smooth. So there's a natural calmness. With developing your heart, you can manifest things, which I do all the time. You, in your silence, you can increase your manifestation and success in business. I've always been successful in business. So I'm a good balance between here and there. And I feel like, you don't have to have a certain profile to be called a spiritual person. My life, I know a lot of people can live because it's a life of contentment, freedom from pain and suffering. What I have gone through in my life is in the book. You will say, wow, how did she do it? So then, how did I do it? I did it because I'm not just a believer, I know him. So when you know him, and you can only know him in silence. So I'm going to give you an example. Okay,
Please
when
do.
you have a thought, okay, I'm staying quiet, and their thoughts are coming right from here to there to there. There's no one in the world can control the thoughts. It's part of me, it's part of you, it's part of every human. So these thoughts are not smooth, but in between the thoughts, there's a short space. Boom. Then there's a next scenery comes in. So when you stay silent to the point, like you're watching your video and you're aware of that space. So that space, as you stay silent, you can augment that space. So I have created a lot of space. And then when I close my eyes, I'm in that space immediately because I created that for myself. And it's something one has to earn it. I'm working right now and see, I'm breathing already. When I'm cooking, I'm breathing already. When I'm writing, I'm breathing constantly. I'm going to show you, look. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you keep breathing continuously from your stomach. This is how babies breathe. This is a natural way we should be breathing. That's why the babies are connected to the universe. When they are sleeping, sometimes you see them crying, sometimes they are happy. So I mentioned how to create your space, no one has taught me how to create my space. It came in my journey, so I'm just sharing it. Like when I'm in silence, I hear people talking, I hear people, I feel people I need to connect. When I call you, you know it's your day. I always tell you, today is your day. Because I'm supposed to connect with you. What I'm supposed to do, I don't know. So before I go to sleep, I make sure I connect. I have a lot of people on my telephone here. But everyone is going to tell you something. I know her. She's my sister. She's my mom. She's my this. Because I have earned that relationship. And I'm so busy, I don't forget people that comes and walks in my life. Even the one who scammed me. Even the one who scammed me. He taught me something and it led to a very positive thing in my life. And that's why now I have a lot of protocols, and the protocols are done to safeguard me. And I'm very thankful that I have that. So
What is the name of the book?
Get
The name of the book.
Balance.
One more time.
Present tense, not with the D. Get balance. Because
balance.
I believe the moment is the only true time. There's no other time exists. It only exists here. Physically, the moment right now is between you and I speaking is the moment only. Next moment, you're going to have a new scenery, something else. So moment is a true time. We create the future. We create the past. We live in the past. And memories, I discuss, are always attached to some kind of pain. Good memories we want to repeat, and you go back to the same spot you were before, but this moment you're going to have a different experience. A
I
different
agree.
pain. Yeah. So, and then bad memories you want to delete. So but in the process of deletion, you're missing the present moment.
That's interesting comment. You know, we're a few days before a new year, and a lot of people like to do what they call resolutions, and they like to make change. Your book sounds perfect. Where can someone get your book?
It's going to
Now.
come in Amazon on February the 5th and 6th, right here in the US time. And I have all the international time. I think I've sent you, hopefully you'll put it up here. So because our 5th will be the 6th already in Asia, in India, and all those places.
Right, right, right.
So
And let me tell our audience, Munni is known everywhere in the world. She is honored by sheiks, by presidents, by some of the most influential people in the world. She lives in many places, and I know Los Angeles and Beverly Hills. She's like the queen of Beverly Hills over there. And
philanthropist.
because you're respected very highly, and it's a wonderful opportunity. You have a website also we can share with the audience?
Yes, Dame Munni Irone books. That's it.
Okay, beautiful. Last question, let me ask you, and thank you always. Since you've come to our peace events and part of us forever, what is peace for you today, at this moment?
Peace starts from me. And peace is something I will get naturally if I'm spiritually aware. Spiritual awareness comes with monitoring your body. If you eat the wrong body, your body is not at peace, so you're not at peace, right? Then there is a peace that comes on the high level. So the peace is something I have to create for me. If I create for me, then somebody else can create for themselves. I cannot tell somebody who's in a turmoil, hey, stay peaceful. Why aren't you peaceful? You know what I'm saying? And people are talking about peace, but the reality is, majority of the public want to have a war. They want to have a war. If it's a peace, they don't like it because they make money on the war. You see? So the peace is a word that I need to create. So even if I'm in a turmoil, a lot of noise, a lot of this, I can go in there and I have my space where I can create my own peace. Nobody's stopping you. I work 18 hours a day. You never see me stressed. My skin, no makeup, right? Nothing. There's nothing on my skin at all. If I'm just coming from bank, I'm right here. Naturally, I'm not dressed or anything. This is my home clothing. I'm just like that. So peace is something I have to live it. So I'm living it, sharing on the social media. It has to be physical, mental, emotional, and professional well-being. You know, my base has to be taken care of, right? I need to have a shelter. I need to have food before I talk about peace.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love you. I'm crazy about you for a long, long time, and I really am honored to get a chance to share your new book.
Thank you so much. My honor to be here with you, my brother.
And let's continue on doing good. Thank you, Munni.
Thank you. Shalom.
Shalom.